Hello dear students, welcome back to your science classes. How are you all? I hope you all are healthy and doing well. So students, I'm your science educator again here with a new chapter. And today we have chapter number 4, which is about structure and flight of birds. So in today's class, we are going to know about the structure and how birds can fly. So ever you thought about this? Okay, how a bird can fly? The only reason I thought when I small is just because of wings. So I always say to God that if I have wings, so I can also fly, God. So is this really just because of their wings birds can fly, or there is some another reason? So let's discuss it. So before starting this, we have to have a look on our objectives. So first of all, we have to see the structure of the bird, next how they have feathers, how they can fly, and we also discuss about those birds which cannot fly and we can say them flightless bird. So we see different kinds of birds every day. Most birds fly in the air. All birds have feathers and wings. So what we seen that all those birds we seen till now in our till now or we seen every day, what we observe that all kind of birds have feathers and wings, that and just because of that feathers and wings they can fly. This is our general observation. And what we can say them that birds have only kind of animals we have who can fly. Rather than birds, none of us can fly. We accept animals, human beings or plants. So no other animals has this structure. Feathers cover entire body of the bird except the eyes. So what we see in there when we see a bird, so the whole body is covered by the feathers, and except the eyes, beak, legs, feet and claws, the all body is covered by with the feathers. A bird's body consists of head, a tail, two wings and two legs. So the general body parts, they have a head, one tail, two legs and two wings. Instead of teeth, it has a beak. So instead of teeth, we already discussed it when we discussed about the feeding habits of animals, right? So we already discussed it. They don't have any kind of teeth. They have only beak. With the help of that, they can pick and grab their food in their mouth, and they also build their nest, right? So it helps the bird to pick or grasp food, the beak also helps it in building the nest. Next we have feathers. So feathers are not live parts. For example, when we cut our nails, we don't feel any kind of pain. It means it is a part of our body, but it is a dead part, right? So those parts which do not produce any kind of pain, so it is refer while cutting, it refer as not live parts. Birds lose their feather once or twice a year before growing new ones. So when the process is done to become an adult bird, they generally reduce they generally remove their lose their hair they generally lose their feathers once or twice in a year, and this process is referred as molting. Okay, so all feathers are not alike. Some of them are small and fluffy, some others are long enough them. Even the colors of feathers in different parts of the body are not the same. So what we understand here that each and every bird have different kind of feathers and different colors. So the type of feathers, the shape of beaks, claws and the nature of calls help us to recognize the kind of bird. So with the help of their feathers, colors and the chores, we can easily classify which kind of bird is it. So some example of birds calls are the crow caws, the sparrow chirps, the tailor bird whistles and the hen clucks, the cuckoo coos and the turkey gobbles. So these are the things which help us to determine which kind of bird we have. Next we have type of feathers. So next we have type of feathers. So long feathers covering the wings and the tail are the flight feathers. So those feathers which is cover their wings, we refer them as the flight feathers because they help us to fly them, right? To change the direction of their flight, birds can turn their feathers left or right. The remaining body parts are covered with soft, fluffy and soft feathers. So generally what they do, they are cover the feathers, and these feathers, by the movement of these feathers of which is present on the wings, they can move and they can change their direction from right to left. And the remaining body part of the bird is covered by the small, fluffy and soft feathers. They are called down feathers because they are covering the down part of the bird. That's why we are calling them down feathers. Next we have down feathers also occupy the space between the flight feathers, and they also fill inside the space which is present in the wings. They down feathers also occupies that space. In that down feathers are also present in that particular space. There is yet another type of feathers called philoplums. So these philoplums help birds to feel warmth in winter. Birds cannot wear a sweater, right, like us. Okay, so that's why they have philoplums. With the help of it, they can warm themselves. After this, the interesting portion of this chapter is here. What help a bird fly? How can a bird can fly? So first of all, the only reason which is understood by me when I small, that is all feathers and wings of the bird, because birds have wings, that's why they can fly. Na, if we have wings, so we can also fly. Okay, so boat shaped body of the birds help the bird to steer itself through here. So while they open up their wings, so what happened, they have a body like boat structure, and this boat structure help them to balance themselves in the air. Next, pointed beak and pointed tail of the bird. So with the help of pointed beak and pointed tail, they have a straight structure which help them a great balance in the air. Next, wings attached to strong chest muscles and help a body. Light hollow bones filled with air make the bird's body very light. So they have hollow bones. It means they don't have any kind of weight in their bones, and this will make them special from us. So that's why they can fly in the air. So this is the thing which now I can understand, and now you can also understand that only wings are not responsible for flying process, because we have birds who them have flight as well, but they birds who have wings as well, but they cannot fly just because of that, because their bones have heaviness. Next, we have wings attached to a strong chest muscle help a bird to fly over long distance without getting tired. So these wings are attached to the strong muscle of the bird, and that is why they can move and they can fly a long distance without a single tiredness. Next, we have how do birds fly. So what is the reason behind this? We already seen the characteristics of it, but now we are going to learn about the mechanism of it. So birds flap their wings very fast so that the air can lift them up when they fly. So they move their wings, they flapping their wings so fast, so they have a great balance while they fly. They fold their wings while they fly. They glide in the air. Some birds like wild ducks and geese fly over long distance. Such birds fly very high, sometimes very above the cloud. So long ago, pigeons were used for carrying letters to distant places. As you know, that pigeon is used as a postmaster, right? Kabutar ja 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 mera sandesha le ja. This song is if you ever heard. So what does mean that pigeons are used to send the message from one place to another place, because they can move a long distance very easily, right? Some birds like sparrow, fowl, and partridge can only fly very short distance at a very low height. Bodies of birds like the hen and the peacock are so heavy that they cannot go up beyond a rooftop. So what we understand here, that wings plays a very important role for flying, but the body, the weight of the particular bird, it's also determine how much height they can manage, they can cover. Next, we have flightless birds. So birds like ostrich, emu, rhea, and cross cassowary do not have hollow bones, and their muscles are not strong. Their body is very weak, so these birds cannot fly at all. So those conditions which is we need to fulfill the flying process, they do not present here. That they do not have hollow bones, they have heavy body, and they don't have even strong muscles. So that's why they cannot fly themselves in air. The kiwi, though small, is also a flightless bird. Penguins, which are expert swimmers, cannot fly. So it means those animals who do not have hollow bones and lightweight, okay, and then cannot manage themselves in presence of air, right? So those are your flightless birds. So students, this is the end of your chapter. I hope so you like this chapter and understood it very well. Now I'm going to meet you in your next class. Till that, bye bye. Have a good day.